Reverend Swamiji on the days, the most Reverend Vice Chancellor of Amity University, all the faculty members of the university, the young students. When I was listening to the Vice Chancellor, when he was speaking about Amity, I thought of what would be the full form of Amity. Then I thought it's amicably meticulous in transforming the youngsters. So basically, amalgamation of all the youngsters and then turning them, transforming them to create a wonderful Bharat. Basically, what we want is not only to transform the country from India to Bharat, but at the same time we want the youngsters not only to promote and propagate their self, but at the same time to show the light to the world. And that's what we call in Sanskrit Asatoma Sadgamya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamya. The moment the electricity was not there, I was reminded of Asatoma Sadgamya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamya, and then Mrityorma Amritam Gamya. The basic advantage of being the youngster is just to find the self. And the self is not known to us nowadays. Our own friends, those who are sitting by the side of us, they tell us that you have these qualities, but we do not evaluate ourselves. We never go deep into ourselves to evaluate our own qualities. And that's why Swami Vivekananda has said, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Why to say arise? What is the need to arise? Rise to the particular call of the country, call of the self. That's what the basic motive of being an individual. And whenever we talk of any of the word which starts with IN, may it be introspection, may it be interest, may it be inculcation. Any word which starts with IN is related with me only, because everything is inside me. And that's what Swami Vivekananda says. Why are you searching outside when everything is within you? And you are the supreme being. And there is no God better than you. And that's why he said, Nar ki seva hi Narayan ki seva hai. So the self is to be understood first. And that's why we need to arise. And not only to awake, we have the consciousness. But all the consciousness is in slumber mode. We need to bring it to the forefront. Though it's in the background, but the forefront is the most important thing wherein we have to bring it. The consciousness has to be there. And when the consciousness will be there, then only we can move ahead. And that's why he said, stop not until the goal is reached. The moment you stop, take out S, what remains is top. If you do not stop, then definitely you are going to reach the top. And that's why he said, you have not to stop, but keep on yielding yourself, keep on promoting yourself, keep on taking yourself to the greater extent. And nowadays, all the youngsters, they are not only affected by their own self, but they are being affected by the society too. We have many variations in our society, and the society is not only leading us to various places, but at the same time it's promoting us to go to that particular extent. And the need of the hour is to understand what we have, what are the qualities that are there. And that's why when we read Swami Vivekananda, or when we read these Vedic scriptures or literatures or Upanishads or Bhagavad Gita or whatever you say, India being the country of Karma Yoga, wherein Lord Krishna has said that karma is the basic thing. And who is doing is not important, but what he is doing is more important. And how to do the things. We have studied so many things, but we haven't experienced what we are studying. So experiential learning is the best thing as far as growth is concerned. Growth can come, maturity can come only when we understand the things well. When we imbibe the things well. When we inculcate the things well. When we gel with the things well. So that particular thing is to be there. Reading the scriptures, not understanding them. Reading the scriptures for the sake of happiness. Reading the scriptures without getting into the deep-rooted meaning in that, that's not going to make us to stand much better or much firm. What is needed is Though if you are reading very little, but to experience the thing is more important. So experiential learning is the basic thing. And that's why to promote and propagate the self, we need to educate the people, those who are around us, those who are in the community. Then only we can make the country as the better and later the best country in the world. And that's the basic responsibility of every individual soul. Every individual soul has taken birth on this planet called Earth with a particular purpose. And the perspective and the purpose both are very essential to move ahead. It doesn't matter for how many years we are going to live, but what are we going to live in this world within a short span of time is more important. Though we are living for 90 years, but we haven't left anything in this world, then that particular life is of no use. So live and live both are very important. We always try to have the moments in life, but we never enjoyed the life in the moments. So that basic thing is more important, that we need to enjoy the life in the given moment. In Hindi if I say, लम्हों में जीवन को जीना चाहिए, जीवन में लम्हे नहीं खोजना चाहिए. So that's the basic essence. Whatever you come across, nowadays we are having lot many softwares, lot many hardwares. No one speaks about the human ways. The human beings, those who are created, the softwares and hardwares, they are negligible now. We do not talk about the soul. We talk only about S-O-L-E, not S-O-U-L. Then that particular soul needs to be addressed. So when we talk about the human way, we talk about empathy. That empathy is to be created. In this world, nobody wants sympathy. Every individual likes empathy. And that empathy is there in the Indian culture in the form of touch. If you take out T out of touch, what remains is, what remains? Ouch. And you know when ouch is being pronounced. So that particular touch, that T stands for your own mother. That's why in Indian tradition we say Matra Devo Bhava. She becomes the first teacher. Then the second T, that's the Pitra Devo Bhava. Father becomes the second teacher. And then the third T, where we come to the schools or colleges or to the university, their teachers become Guru Devo Bhava. And nowadays, all the three have been replaced by another T, which is known as technology. Technology Devo Bhava. So we are in the world where technology is everything. So even if you take out T out of touch, if it is not technology, then also it's out. If teacher is not there, then also it's out. If father is not there, then it's also out. And if mother is not there, then also it's out. So T is very important. So we need to touch the future we teach. Being the teachers, we need to touch the people. We need to get into their souls and hearts, in the minds also. So we, being the students, we being the youngsters, we are deviated by the criticisms that we face in our life. And when Albert Einstein was asked, how come you managed to find out E is equal to mc square? He said, I have been targeted by the people. I have been criticized at length by the people. And they said, Einstein, you cannot do it. And it's not in your hand to do it. All those people have encouraged me to do it. And that's why I did it with E is equal to mc square. And for me, E stands for, can you tell me what is E? Yeah? For me, E stands for excellence. M stands for motivation. And C stands for commitment. So excellence can be achieved only when motivation and commitment square is there. Then the excellence can be achieved. And that E is equal to mc square must be there in our lives. You have to have the commitment towards the things that we are doing. 100% commitment. And when we see the cricket, and when someone like even Surya has taken the catch, that has turned the moment. And then we say Surya has given his 100% into it. That's the commitment. And that commitment is needed in our lives also. We need to commit ourselves. And then motivation. What is motivation? For me, motivation is nothing but motive of aviation. That's what is motivation. Every motivation must lead or elevate you towards the higher goal. And that's why we need to change our attitude. Our attitude must reach the altitude. And that's the basic essence of life. Where to reach, how to reach, and how to make ourselves to reach that particular thing. So that's why uniting with the people, socializing with the people, collaborating, communicating, and then coordinating with the society is the basic essence of the things. Nowadays we are not coordinated, collaborated, or combined with the people. Every individual is isolated with the help of one instrument called cell phone. And in the house also, if we meet 4 or 5 people, every individual is having the cell phone and there is no connection in between the people. Even the father and daughter, they talk to each other over the text message. So that kind of a situation has been created in our world. So how to cope up this situation? We need to have a fast in our lives. Fasting from the cell phone. Maybe for 1 hour, maybe for 2 hours, maybe for 3 hours. And thanks to Corona, which has brought so many families together, maybe because of depression, maybe because of the fear that was there, but somehow or the other, it has proved one thing, that human will is most important than any other thing in this world. And that's what the teachings of Vivekananda says. If you keep on reading Vivekananda, you will find every individual can become Vivekananda the moment you start enjoying the Vivek of your own. So, the moment you are Vivek, you are going to enjoy that Vivek, then Vivekananda is there. So, whatever intellect you have, whatever knowledge you have, if that knowledge is going to bring the society to a path or to a pole or to a, for example, bank, then that's the basic essence of our life. So that's why we need to cultivate the habit of Ubuntu. In South Africa, an American went and he had near about a bag of toffees and he said, I'll give it to you, but one test is there. The people have to run from this end to that end 100 meters, and who will come first, I'll give him the complete basket of toffees. They all said, okay, we will do it. And the moment he started taking 1, 2, like that, no action was there. The moment he completed 2 and he was about to say 3, he has seen some action was there, and everyone, they started spreading their hands, and everyone took control of their own hands with the other hand, and all of them, when he said 3, they ran away there, and all of them, they reached the corner and they have taken the basket and distributed the toffees among themselves. That's what unity is. That's what cooperation is. That's what coordination is. Bringing people together, taking them together, then living with happiness is what needed in this particular world. If we keep on going ahead of others and there will be no one to clap for our own success, then who is going to enjoy the success of ours? We need to create the community like that. We need to create the people like that. We need to cultivate empathy among people like that. And that's why we need to arise. That's why we need to awake. And that's why we should not stop till the goal is achieved. The moment the goal is achieved, then your commitment towards the other goal will increase. So that is the basic thing which is required in this world. And then only we can convert this India into Samriddh, Sashakt, Siddhrid, Vikasit Bharat. And that's why Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given 2047 as the deadline of the goal to call India from Vikasashil Bharat into Vikasit Bharat. So till 47 we are going to be the Vikasit Bharat in the world. Lot many countries, those who have been independent after us, they have been the Vikasit countries, but we haven't been the Vikasit country till now. So that's why we need to understand this. Intellectually we need to be developed. Physically we need to be developed. Then psychologically we need to be developed. Spiritually we need to be developed. And that's why always I believe the name Bharat is पूरे दुनिया का भार लिया हुआ रथ है भारत. It's not Bharat but it's Bharat. So it's a rath, it's a chariot which is holding the entire world together. And you might have read about Vivekananda also. In one of the meetings he was asked, how come your Bhagavad Gita is kept at the bottom? Don't you feel shy about it? Don't you get angry that your own Dharma Granth has been kept at the bottom? He said, I feel very happy because at the bottom this Dharma Granth is holding all other Granths. And he said, I'll shake it, you see the magic. The moment he shook it, all of them they fell down. And then he said, this is the basic essence of Bhagavad Gita, that it's holding the entire world. So that's what is Bhar liya hua rath is Bharat. We need to transform the country. We need to reform the country, and that can be done only by the people of this particular country, like you people. And this particular country is going to be the youngest country in the globe. So that young force with the muscle, with the veins, with the blood which is flowing in it, must carry one particular idea and must mature that particular idea. Forgetting every other ideas, one idea should be taken, and that idea has to be materialized and matured by the individual. And that's why Vivekananda has said, give me a handful of people, I'll change the complete world. And handful means only 5. Give the 5 peoples. And that's why, being a student, we have learned 5 things. And for a student in Sanskrit, there are 5 things which are very important. Kakachesta, Bakodhyanam, Shvanindra, Tathaivacha, Alpahari, Grihatyagi, Vidyarthi, Panchalakshanam. So 5 things. शरीर पंच तत्वों से बनता है और पंच तत्वों में विलीन होता है. The same thing Vivekananda has also said. Give me 5 people, I'll change the world. So 5 ideas and then change the world. Those ideas are to be nurtured. Those ideas are to be taken care of. Those ideas are to be there within. So all the time those ideas must come in you, and that should promote the entire society in which you are living. So I do request each one of you, live your life in a much better way. Live your life lively. Age is just a number. What you have to do is, the heart is very young. Keep the heart young. Keep the mind with the heart. When the amalgamation of the mind with the heart will be there, in Hindi we call it tadatmya. We call it the absolute coordination will be there. When the you in you is going to be with you, then you can change the world. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And thank you very much.